All right, here we go with the March 20th edition of the Carolina Weather Video. A whole lot to talk about here in the latest edition of the video. Let's get right into it. There's a very wet look from our Greensboro tower camera during the 5 o'clock hour. Lots of overnight rain tapering off now for a lot of the Piedmont, but it was a very, very wet night. And the wind is kicked around to the north in the Triad. North and northeasterly wind at 9 miles per hour, temperature in the 40s. Now we look down in Charlotte. It is a different weather scenario in terms of temperatures. Very wet again with the roads waiting to greet you this morning, but much milder. It's 60 there in Charlotte. The wind is not moving much at all, but we do have a front moving southward. I'll show you that in just a second. So it's 63 in Columbia, 60 in Charlotte, but 46 in Greensboro, 43 up in Roanoke, Virginia. So as we've gone through the night, very wet night, some heavy rain while we all were sleeping, or at least while most folks were sleeping, and we were making our way into the weather office early this morning. But certainly some very, very heavy rain at times, some thunder and lightning involved, some rumbles of thunder, some flashes of lightning. The heavy rain, as I cut the video during the 5 o'clock hour, we went through eastern North Carolina, down to South Carolina and southeastern sections of Georgia. Rain totals pretty generous as expected through the night. A little bullseye of around an inch or so for parts of the immediate Triad region, and I'll pan this down to the south. It's a similar deal across the Charlotte metro. I'll hit some of these bullseyes here. Had some 1 inch plus rain totals in parts of the Charlotte metro, even close to 2 inches, parts of Gaston and Cleveland counties last night. So it was a very soaking rain. Across the southeast, an active day yesterday, unfortunately, as expected, a big round of severe weather, especially focused around the Tennessee Valley, the community of Jacksonville there in eastern Alabama, very hard hit by a likely tornado, almost certainly a tornado based on the radar signature. Really rough situation there, and damage assessment still underway. Today's severe weather threat, coastal Carolinas down into Florida, so places like Wilmington, Charleston, Jacksonville under a Category 3 or enhanced risk of severe weather. Now, very interesting weather day and night ahead for the Carolinas. We have this frontal boundary draped throughout southern North Carolina. North of it, cool with very little temperature movement. South of it, still very, very warm. Kind of between systems today for a lot of the day. Some rain showers kicking into gear again in the mountains this afternoon, and then rain showers work back into the Piedmont this evening. And then as the colder air deepens, it looks like a period of some snow possible for a good chunk of the foothills in the Piedmont late tonight and into tomorrow morning. First of all, look at this spread in high temperatures today. Pretty amazing stuff, really. Now let's get into tomorrow morning setup. There's a look at the surface map around 7 o'clock tomorrow morning. Could be some snow showers in a good chunk of the Piedmont. And then as the low pressure weakens, maybe just a few lingering rain showers tomorrow afternoon while the snow continues in the mountains. Here's the European representation of this. Mountains, good hit of snow with this. Multiple inches of snow in the mountains. The northern Piedmont especially gets into that zone of some snow showers. There's the GFS model, very similar. But I even think down towards Charlotte, we might have a few snow showers briefly work through tomorrow morning. So here's Futurecast snow totals. Again, I think we're outside of the mountains where there will be significant accumulations of snow. We're talking about maybe getting the ground temporarily whitened at absolute most, maybe an inch on the grassy or the elevated surfaces, mainly in far northern North Carolina. There's the European model, pretty good agreement with that scenario. And finally, the regional Canadian, a little bit more aggressive down toward the Triad. But again, I think the absolute upper limit in the Piedmont is about an inch on the grassy or the elevated surfaces, and that's probably pretty generous in many spots. It'll be a chilly day tomorrow. Your highs look like that for Wednesday afternoon. Thursday looks good, breezy, but sunshine building back in. There's your Thursday afternoon high temperature. So just a couple more quick things to show you here before I wrap up the video. I'll show you the 3-kilometer NAM. This was a 0Z run. I didn't grab the 6Z yet, but that's this evening. That's valid, 6 o'clock. 6 o'clock this evening. There's your showers, even a few rumbles of thunder again breaking out. We get to 9 o'clock tonight, this evening. All right, and then we go out to 6 a.m. tomorrow. And you see that period of some snow showers, and so the 3-kilometer NAM puts out snow totals that look like that across the region. There's the regional Canadian model snow totals and the global Canadian model snow totals. And again, these are overdone. Warm ground temperatures, wet ground initially, So that's going to really cut into any potential snow accumulation too. And not a big deal. This will be a very short-term thing. Temperatures, although cool, Wednesday will be well above freezing. All right, that's it for the latest edition of the Carolina Weather Video. Have a great day, and God bless.